Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Greetings, Dr. Ashley here with Mixtape Theology. I'm glad that you have tuned into this Mixtape Theology podcast. Here at Mixtape Theology, myself and my partner, Rachel Cash, dig into some of our favorite 90s contemporary Christian music, really look at the theology of some of our favorite songs, as well as poke fun at the culture back then. Glad that you've joined us today. And today we have a special treat for you, another Mixtape Theology Top 10 list. Now, back in 2020, we did a top 10 list. We took a poll on social media, and the poll kind of went like this. We asked you to use contemporary Christian music songs from the 90s and some of your favorite lyrics, and in those lyrics with "due to the pandemic." So examples were like, "We need to get back to the basics of life due to the pandemic," or "Reuben and Sue had nothing but Jesus due to the pandemic." Well, we decided to do another one of these, and we asked you guys to help us with this one, and you did not disappoint. So this top 10 list is top 10 pickup lines that a 90s Christian might fall for. They don't necessarily have to do with 90s contemporary Christian music. That's a plus. They could just be about Christianity in general or Christian culture, things that would make us laugh as we make fun of ourselves. There was a lot of good ones. It was really hard to choose from. So I want to share with you some of my favorites. Number 10, top 10 pickup line that a 90s Christian might fall for. This one comes from Robbie. "Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here." Thank you, Robbie, for bringing it with Stephen Curtis Chapman. Of course, that's going to be on there. Number 9, Kendall brings us this one with a little Michael W. Smith. "I will be here for you. Somewhere in the night, somewhere in the night. And don't look in the bushes by your front door." Number 8, Skylar brings us some Veggie Tales. "Is your name Barbara? Because I think you're the one for me." Now, I want to tell you, as I mentioned number 8, I wasn't as familiar with this song. Like, I know about the Hairbrush and Bob the Tomato, and I know about the Bunny. But Rachel Cash, my partner, she knows more about the Veggie Tales. And I looked up this one, and yeah, "Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me." That was hilarious. Good job, Skylar. At number 7, Jessica brings it with the little Newsboys. "Hey, you've been shining, and I wonder what you've got, because I love it." Number 6, this is actually one of my favorites. Paul brings us this one. Could have been in my top 3, and it's very simple. At number 6, "Hey, nice Bible." Now that is funny. I was even thinking there could be variations on this one, like, "Is that a new teen study Bible you got there?" Or, "Is that a new NIV study Bible right out of the box?" Or, "Are you a King James only girl? Because you're the only girl for me." All right, at number 5, Josh does a great job bringing several 90 CCM songs together. "Hey girl, you've heard it said that love is a verb. So take the dive and lean on me, because I believe you're my godsend." At number 4, Daniel. "Hey girl, I just read about you in Proverbs 31. I saw what you did there, Daniel. All right, before I get to the top 3 from our top 10 list of pickup lines that a 90s Christian might fall for, I have several honorable mention that are just too good not to share. And so a couple of them I was reluctant, should I share them? But, most of the people are listening are adults, and it's funny, and yes, we're making fun of ourselves. So Jonathan brings us this one. "I have the gift of tongues. Mind if I practice it on you?" Okay, is that what Paul was talking about? I don't think so, Jonathan. All right, but that's funny enough. And even Elgin brings something very similar and gave us a disclaimer. Said this is a joke. And so Elgin says, "Is this a Pentecostal place? Because I see tongues and laying on of hands in our future." Now, Rachel Cash and I are here to tell you that we do not recommend these Pentecostal dating practices. But if you are married, you might even be a Baptist or a Methodist, well, then you're good to go. Okay. Will brings us this one. Hey, girl, I was reading the book of Numbers this morning and I realized I don't have yours. Rob brings us another Stephen Curtis Chapman submission. Are your bags packed? I'd like to take you on a great adventure. Alicia brings us this audio adrenaline classic. I've got a big house with lots and lots of room. Want to see it? And then Carmen brings us another honorable mention. Do you believe in the hereafter? Then you know what I'm here after. And I also like this one. I believe this was one of Rachel's favorites. Josh brought us, hey girl, are you an angel? Because I'd entertain you anytime. Now let's get back to our top 10 list. And so we are down to the final 3 top 10 pickup lines that a 90s Christian might fall for. So at number 3, Greg brings it with a throwback to Song of Songs, even some reminders of a Mark Lowry classic. Hey girl, your teeth are like a flock of newly shorn sheep coming up from the washing. Each has its twin, and not one of them is missing. You know what? If you use that pickup line and that girl will agree to go out with you, you have a keeper there. I mean, that is true Old Testament love poetry going on. That's some serious stuff right there. So thank you for that one, Greg. At number 2, Christian Metal Source on Instagram brought us one of my favorites. He brings a little Reformed Calvinist theology to our top 10 list. And he says this: if I could rename Tulip, I'd put you and I together. I particularly like this one because back in the day, I liked the pickup line. If I could change the alphabet, I would put you and I together. Never thought of changing Tulip to put you and I together. This one would really work if there's a girl that maybe is struggling with Reformed theology, but is trying to get there, and you're a Reformed theologian, and you know her hang up, like so many people, is limited atonement. So, you just bring the unconditional election and the irresistible grace, and you squeeze that limited atonement right out of there, and she may be good to go, like go out with you. But if she is, a really hyper Calvinist, or maybe just really solid in her Reformed theology, then you might lose her as soon as you put the you and I together. So be careful who you use this one on. And number 1 from our top 10 list of pickup lines that might work on a 90s Christian, Present Hope on Instagram says this: hey, I hear there's going to be a love offering later. Are you in? That is hilarious. I don't know how many little Southern gospel or contemporary Christian concerts in churches I've been when they always have the love offering. So good job bringing that in with our top 10 list. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today and for checking out this podcast. Remember, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I wanted to let you know that we're giving away a copy of Talking Back to Purity Culture by Rachel Joy Welcher. And so if you want to have a chance at getting a copy of that, to enter, sign up for email updates on our website, mixtapetheology.com. And we're going to have other upcoming drawings, and getting signed up for email updates will get you eligible for any of the upcoming drawings. Also, check us out on Spotify. We've even got a fun 90s CCM True Love Waits playlist on there. So go and check that out. As I close, I just want to say blessings to you all. Keep rocking it out to 90s CCM. Keep digging in God's Word. Most of all, keep living Christ. This has been Dr. Ashley with Mixtape Theology. Later.